It's Miniature Monday, and today we're making a Chao Garden. So first off, when it comes down to crafting, always try to find stuff that you already have, because if you already have the supplies, why not use them? So in my case, I have this big old foam, styrofoam that I already had from just, purchasing stuff. I bought myself a 3D printer a while back, and I kept the foam because I knew I was going to be crafting with it. And, a whole bunch of other stuff, I already had Mod Podge because, as I said, I use it to craft. And just some acrylic paint. So first off, I ended up printing out just kind of the general layout of the Chao Garden, just to kind of have something I can eyeball, even though at this point I just kind of used it as the main template. I ended up tracing that onto my styrofoam base, and then after that, I cut everything out. After getting the styrofoam base to the right shape and size, or at least I thought it was. This is actually way too small, but hey, I continued with what I had because we don't quit. No quitters here. After getting it to that right size, I ended up starting to work on the kind of rock structure where the cave is for the waterfall. I ended up making that out of some foam board that I got from the Dollar Tree. I pretty much took each section and kind of just layered it up until eventually I got the shapes that I needed. So then I took some more of the styrofoam and I ended up cutting those pieces out into the mountain region. That way we can have those big old mountains. I glued everything down and grabbed some toothpicks. That way it can be holding into place. After it pretty much got as dry as I can get it at the time, I mixed together my Mod Podge as well as a little bit of textured paint. That way it kind of gets that organic, kind of rough feeling that you get on a rock. After letting that dry, I ended up putting the paint down. So pretty much I just took some whitish gray paint, mixed it down, then I rubbed it across a paper towel, and then after that I dry brushed it on so it can just catch the high-rise areas. I might have did a little bit too much, so there's some areas that are a little too bright, but I just put that on there and I think it came out pretty decent. Then after that I got some green paint because the Chao Garden has a very vibrant green, and I put that on the places where it needed to, which is mainly the top and of course the grassy area. Then after that I made the big mistake of putting down fake grass. This would be the one part that I would change if I were to do this again. I probably wouldn't put down this fake grass, or if I did, I would have bought finer grass because the grass stuff is too long. I could probably chop it down, but hey, as I said, I made this mistake and now I'm committed to it. After putting down the grass, of course I had to finish it off by putting water into our little pool area, as well as making a little waterfall and all that. So what I did was I used some UV resin, which I ended up pretty much squeezing into it and then hitting it with the light. And then as for the little where the waterfalls are, as I squeezed it, I hit it with the light as it was falling down, so it would start to create that flowing effect. It didn't quite come out the way I wanted it to, but I still think it looks really nice. And last but not least, I had to add the little small details like the trees and the bushes, and of course 2 little Chao eggs, because every Chao Garden starts off with 2 little eggs. And there you go, that's how I made the Chao Garden. Look at those little Chao just chilling. So once again guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. This is Miniature Monday, so every Monday I'm going to be doing a miniature. It may not be a diorama like this one, but there will definitely be a miniature every Monday, or at least every other Monday. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button because it'll help boost my channel. And if you really like the video, hit that subscribe button. But when you hit the subscribe button, make sure you ding that bell, because if you don't ding the bell, it means nothing, because YouTube holds our channels hostage. And if you don't hit that bell, you're never going to see this channel again. So make sure you do that. And of course, last but not least, make sure you take care of yourselves, drink some water, and stay spooky. Thanks for watching.
Spooky cannot be reached. Please subscribe after the tone.